Now do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? Find a new one. Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, alright? Athena, please calm down. Hold on. Alrighty. We have to cross-examine Fullbright. Hopefully he won't completely lie. Maybe he'll lie a little bit, but not like a lot. There we go. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. I should actually reread his testimony because I don't remember exactly what he said. Let's see. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Okay. The fingerprints of the defendant, Mayor Tenma, found on murder weapon. Gotcha. At the time, Alderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. Oh, I remember this line because I was like, wasn't Mayor Tenma also under the same drug? But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Let me just double check my evidence. Let's see. First of all, where is the autopsy report? Stab with a spear. 320, victim went drunk to sleep. Okay. Double checking everything. Doesn't seem like anything fully contradicts yet, so let's press. Nope.
Hold it!
So those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it to be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. How? Apparently one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Your wish is my command. Okay. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off. You do have a point there. Oh no. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. What do you mean? I mean, he forgot how one wipes off prints off a weapon, isn't it obvious? He had 5-second amnesia. Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there, show him who's boss. But the boss of the Wright Anything Agency is Phoenix Wright. It's not me. I'm totally lost, so why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? Yeah, a fever of being lost. I wish trials came with a reset button. Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fullbright. Please.
Hold it!
I guess I had to present on that one, but I'm not entirely sure. Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. I mean, that would take a lot of willpower. Imagine being stabbed and you're like, huh? Who's to stab me? What an awful way to wake up. You'd never miss an alarm in your life if you were stabbed every time you needed to wake up. Huh, a rather stimulating eye-opener if you ask me. I, too, would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits falling heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge. Prosecutor Blackwell, please. Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. No, keep them coming. I love them. Says the jester in detective's guise. Moving right along. Ouch. It's always funny how the prosecutor and detective relationship in these games is always so mean. So the alderman was drugged because he was really strong. No, he was drugged because he was really weak, man. You definitely would want to drug a weak person so that he wouldn't attack you. Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? No, actually. Kind of hard to see because he was clothed. He was wearing clothing. I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculature. Dude, he's still a human being with skin that is fragile. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato? You're not helping. I move to strike both of your comments from the record. Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here, although it is quite a chickeny one. Now, let's go back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled. Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. Okay, this is the last statement. Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, then speared, was answered with a righteous counterattack. Righteous, that's debatable. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero, on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need. Objection! That's just bullcock, man. What are you talking about? You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here. Setting aside the half-wits flights of fancy, the fact is this. Court-ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering. Jeez. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Please, why? You're confusing me with your phrasing. My goodness. Detective Fullbright's testimony sounds alright. No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. Whoops. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Do we have something that says otherwise? If he was drugged, right? He shouldn't have been able to move, right? Trying to think. What was the one found in the murder weapon? Is he? No, he's not wearing gloves. Okay. Should I present the autopsy report? Because he was drugged.
Objection!
Nope. My bad. Consider the evidence. There's obviously something wrong with that statement. Your gal knows no bounds. It's shocking, really. What's that supposed to mean? You stand there, brazenly objecting to perfectly factual statements. One does not see such shameless behavior that often. Penalty for a shameless attorney. Oh no, looks like Blackpool is turning the judge against me. Okay, what? There has to be something I'm just missing that's right in front of my eyes. Goodness sakes, man, why does this always happen to me? No prints were lifted. Wait, hold on. Let's try that here, because there's no prints on it.
Objection!
No, dang it. That could be. Oh, looks could kill. Your baldness. Me. What do you make of this objection of his? Oh, I don't know if I should. Well, I have no patience for vagaries. Now answer my question. Yes, sir. Completely misguided. Bravo, nicely done. Oh ho ho. It seems our misguided attorney has earned himself a penalty. No! Irk. I better look before I leap next time. Man, I just love getting penalties in these games, I swear. Okay, what? What am I missing then? Is it this? That his footprints weren't on the floor? So how could he have moved? We don't have the spear. Although we pressed everything, so I guess we don't get the spear. Okay, I'm gonna try the crime photo. That's like my last bet.
Objection!
Okay, what? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Huh. Huh. Okay. Weird. Did we present the statue here?
Objection!
Okay. Nice. Is it because there was no fingerprints? Let's see. Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? I'm questioning a lot about you, my friend. I'm questioning everything about you. Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. Ha ha ha. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. How shocking. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue theory. Kyubi fought unarmed. There are no fingerprints. It's not broken. There are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, remember this? You notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. Oh, really? I honestly couldn't tell. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fullbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Oh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man? Already? We made one objection, he's already doubting his entire case. You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fullbright off his high horse. I mean, it literally doesn't take much to do that. A gentle breeze could blow by and this guy would fall off his horse. Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox Chamber? Isn't that what we've been trying to prove this whole time? Yes, Athena. Otherwise, our client is guilty. Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. No, just in this guy's brain. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? I guess not. Alright, the defense wins. The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Wouldn't that be even ruder? Or more soul-crushing? Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. I mean, look at how he's dressed. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. But you're not even carrying a sword, man. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. There is a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that bloodstained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Well, in your mind, boy, why was there blood in that cloth? Because he was feeling sweaty in the area after he was stabbed, so he thought to wipe it off. Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used... Kyubi as a head covering to wrap the statue to wipe up blood? Hold on, what did he say? My bad. Can I view the court record? Well, I know what he wants me to say, but I don't want to say it. Where was the statue found? Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Ah! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Oh, it was nothing. Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you, too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did? Heck, I did. I'm so glad I chose. I didn't want to, but... It's so funny. Right, that a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in your theory of the alderman striking back. Oops. Ah. Now do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? Find a new one. Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? Oh, give you no evidence, alright? Athena, please calm down. Hold on. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman? That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we had left. Ah! Sorry, guess I got carried away. Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just that this kid's still, well, a kid. Hey! Ouch, you meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. Need to fill out a bullying report first. So is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. I love that confident look of his. Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that? Dude, really? Judge, I would like you to think for yourself for once. Do I have to feed you all the information every time? Why indeed. Dude. Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is. Ouch. This I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. Hey, Fullbright, explain to his boldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that? I mean, someone has to. Our investigative prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession. Really? What gave you that impression? Oh, they rhymed. Haha, impression, profession, haha. Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks. It was I put them. In order to prove that in justice we trust, or some other thing like that, I don't know. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters, so he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenma Taro, that is. Tenma who? Tenma Taro, are you listening, Judge? Tenma Taro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber, you stupid. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations. Man, it just sounds so funny hearing like professional lawyers talk about a freaking demon superstition in a village. Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Mr. Justice, please explain yourself, because I can't think apparently. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at Kyubi Manor, and as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenma Taro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Oh, what do you want? Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Tenma Taro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma Taro suit is the killer. The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. Like a ching, ching, ching. That's how he was deflecting the blame. In case you needed like a visual aid, just saying. Anyways, however, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. And thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid,
Objection!
idiotic, dumb? The evidence speaks for itself, Fullbright. Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The Amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales of Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. Oh no, oh joy. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was an artist of coins. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Do I have to, Your Honor? I object. I don't want to cross-examine anymore. I'm done. Get me out of here. Entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to... Okay. He panicked when the Amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters, so he stoked the village's fear by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. I have to do this the rest of this trial on like 2 pieces of health. This is gonna be fun. I'm just trying to think about the evidence we have. Okay. I guess we'll press for now. Why don't we press first? It's only 4 statements. I feel like we need to get information. Detective Fullbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with Mayor Tenma!" And just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was a den of vipers. But when the accused showed his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wind. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma Taro, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma Taro? I'm confused. I mean, they could be scared of both. I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy. He just wants to provide the best hospitality for everyone. Detective Fullbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act? Okay. The Amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right? That's right. And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenma Town wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was champion. Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling. He was amazing. If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice, just like him someday. I bet Detective Fullbright would be a great pro wrestler. I doubt it. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell. Imagine. Them double teaming and just like, cutting people down left and right. That'd be hilarious. A police detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would. Same. So you do understand the greatness that is the Amazing Ninetales. I mean, you can understand you're a fanboy.
Hold it!
Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears? Absolutely, it had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenma Taro has them shaking in their boots. Like leaves. Shake, shake, shake. Oh my, is it really that bad? The that superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see, that's a very persuasive argument. The mere thought of His Honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words. Psycho Slasher? Oh, he has a horror name already. We need a game about Simon the Psycho Slasher. Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can only be one reason why anyone would plant those feathers in tracks.
Hold it!
But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? Huh? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman Kyubi? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Oh no. We got to see his back again. Oh boy. Perhaps the killing was on the spur. I think they meant in the spur of the moment. You're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I have no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? I like the sound of that. Alderman Kyubi's secret identity. Apollo. I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. Dude, it's not that hard. Anybody could figure it out. Like, oh my gosh, they're treating it like, oh my gosh, it's so impossible. There's no way anybody could figure it out. But like, the timings match up, the silver hair found in this. Well, we found the silver hair, but still, the fact that everybody's been wondering where he went, that he's missing, and that he would appear in the village, and he had easy access to Ninetales Vale and Tenma Town, or whatever it's called. Like, come on, it's not that hard. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? This is not good. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. Oh, also that was found at the crime scene, yeah, as well. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, but why would it have been there? Judge, open your... Okay, I'm not even gonna bother anymore, it's fine. The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Oh yeah, also those facts that I completely forgot about. Those also prove it. I mean, like, is it really that hard to put 2 and 2 together? Need I say more? Well, yes, I would appreciate it. I can just see it. When he has his head down like that, you just see the gears, like, moving in the background. The cobwebs. Could it really be? Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. I completely forgot to say how to say that. I completely forgot how to say that word for a moment. Oh my gosh. I forgot how to speak English, apparently. Our victim, Rex Kyubi, was the amazing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder. No, the speed lines! Ah! I think that was our first use of the speed lines in the whole game. I don't think we saw them in the first case, did we? I think maybe Phoenix used them in the end. I don't remember. Order! Order! What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear. What? Okay. What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. At last we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Because he wanted to be mysterious. Does it not pique your interest, your baldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona, just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your baldness. Right, now take a look at this. Blackmail letter. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma Town. Oh, they're reading it, okay. Oh no, I didn't read. Oh no, I thought they would say the whole thing. Oh. It said do not something. Do not tell anyone about this, I'm guessing. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Kyubi's pocket. What? Not the first time something has been found in someone's pocket. At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder? You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Ah, we're so done. Help, Apollo. I don't know what to do. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. Nobody knows what to do, Athena. Oh, wait. We got it. Hold on. I want to read it. Let me read it. Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider your dearest as good as dead. Okay, that's all that. Okay. I could have figured that out without reading it. They basically said it. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he'd just left after planting the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the Amazing Ninetales. So it was the Amazing Ninetales' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fullbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fullbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. Alright. I think I'll figure out what contradicts this statement next time. Bit of a cliffhanger there. I can't think of what it is right now, okay? I don't know. I'm joking. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day as always, and I'll see you in the next one where we I don't know if we're gonna keep cross-examining Fullbright, or if they're gonna call another witness to the stand. Are they gonna call Jinxie? Or oh wait, no, that's right. We still have to go through LaBelle and what's his name? Finch? Phineas Finch? Yeah. But we'll do that next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where our adventure continues. See you then.